Imagine a Mars not barren, cold, and desolate, but one covered in forests, with trees swaying under a warm Martian sun. Does this sound like science fiction? Welcome to the new episode of Vayamology. Well, new research is revealing just how close, or how far, we are from seeing the first tree grow on Mars. The harsh reality is that Mars, as it exists today, is far from being able to support life as we know it. Its atmosphere is thin, its temperatures are frigid, and liquid water is a dream. But scientists are exploring the question, just how much of a greenhouse effect would we need to turn Mars into a place where trees could grow? To grow trees on Mars, we'd need to make the planet much warmer, much wetter, and increase its atmospheric pressure by quite a bit. And that's where the challenge of terraforming comes in. But where do we even begin? Led by Professor Robert Olszewski from Warsaw University of Technology, a team of scientists is digging deep into the science of Mars climate, exploring the greenhouse effect, and calculating the exact amount of CO2 and temperature boost required to support plant growth on the red planet. To warm up Mars, scientists would need to create a powerful greenhouse effect. By increasing the levels of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, heat would be trapped, slowly raising temperatures across the planet. But here's the kicker, the amount of CO2 required isn't just a little extra puff. We're talking about CO2 levels much higher than Earth's atmosphere. According to Professor Olszewski's research, we'd need to significantly jack up the CO2 to get Mars warm enough for trees to grow. But warming the planet is just part of the equation. There's also the issue of pressure. Unlike Earth, Mars has an extremely low atmospheric pressure, which makes it difficult for plants, let alone humans, to survive. To grow trees, we'd need a much thicker atmosphere. Scientists are exploring ways to increase the pressure, perhaps by releasing CO2 trapped in Martian soil or even by artificially creating greenhouse gases. Here's something surprising. You'd think the first place on Mars warm enough to support trees would be around its equator, just like on Earth, but that's not the case. According to Olszewski's research, the first location on Mars suitable for trees would actually be the Hellas Basin. This gigantic crater in the southern hemisphere has a lower elevation, which traps more heat and creates relatively warmer conditions compared to the rest of Mars. So, in our quest to plant the first tree on Mars, the Hellas Basin might be the prime location. Now, here's another twist. Mars doesn't have the same seasons as Earth. Because of its elliptical orbit, the southern hemisphere experiences long, relatively warm summers, perfect for a potential growing season. In fact, Olszewski's team calculated that a tree would need at least 110 Martian days or sols of warm enough temperatures to grow. Of course, for trees to thrive, there are several factors to consider. Besides high CO2 levels and warmer temperatures, trees would also need access to water and eventually some amount of oxygen. These conditions aren't just nice to have, they're essential for any plant life to survive and grow. Terraforming Mars to support life is a monumental challenge with enormous scientific and ethical questions attached. We're still in the early days of understanding what it would take to create a livable environment on another planet. But thanks to studies like Professor Olszewski's, we're one step closer to answering that question. Can we turn Mars green? So, could we see the first tree on Mars within our lifetimes? It's a long shot, but with every new discovery, we're getting closer to making that dream a reality. The first tree on Mars may not just be a vision of science fiction, it could be the beginning of humanity's next great adventure. If you're as fascinated by the red planet as we are, hit that subscribe button and join us on this journey to the stars. Let's see what the future holds for Mars, trees, and the incredible possibilities of terraforming. Do let us know your thoughts in comments and keep watching Vayamology. Thank you.